first of all, thank you for having me and opening this. You know,
Well, tell
I'm
them you
happy to
forced
be
your
here.
way on.
Well,
Tell them
I got sent a clip of you saying we had an issue and you wanted to hurt me. So then,
God damn, that boy Puff Daddy had that motherfucker had damn near a blouse on in that video. You seen all that silk shit? He had the strap. I mean, damn, he had a fucking blouse on. Freeway Ricky Ross, what's up, baby? On the check-in in the biggest show in the land. And so, you know, I ran out of, I don't know if y'all know, y'all definitely don't know. I'm addicted to ice pops, sugar-free ice pops. And so I eat them all day, right? Sugar-free, it ain't doing no damage. And so I ran out, so I had to go to the supermarket today. And I threw my little, you know, just a little, I'm feeling good. We're #1 in the country, #1 most added. And I throw on this shit, then my wife FaceTimed me and she get jealous of the jacket and shit. She said, yo, let me just order that shit, you know, online. You know, I don't think I need you out there with that yellow silk paisley shit on. I'm like, damn, man. Like, I mean, I'm going to get the ice pops. Not only that, God forbid you could smell me through the FaceTime because I'm smelling like $1 billion. Thank you, Freeway. And so the Big Show has a soundtrack, the first single, and more to come. The first single is Sunshine the Light. Shout out my brother Khaled. Shout out Cool and Dre. Shout out to Young Genius DJ Amorphous. Shout out to my brother Suchit and the Empire team for just in 3 days. You know, I don't know if y'all don't know the business of radio. We were going to go for ads next week, and radio stations just added it on their own today. And so it went #1 most added. My brother 50 Cent came on a close second. You know, that's my second favorite song. And so the OGs are shining right now. OG Juan, what's up, my brother? OG Juan on the check-in.
Biggest in the universe.
Yo, Dre of Cool and J. Yo, Dre, you got them special shorts. I don't know. Do they sell them in stores? What's the name of them shorts?
They're called, I'll tell you right now.
I was just telling them that my wife was upset that I wore silk paisley to the supermarket to get my ice pops. DJ Infamous ATL on the check-in. Oh shit, OG Warren is on the check-in, yo OG.
OG.
Rock Nation, what's up, baby? Yo Juancito, que lo que hay, papi?
OG.
Ah, que lo que hay, papi? ¿Qué pasa? That boy OG Warren on the check-in, so we got a #1 most added one. And so like this, calladito. There's something in Spanish people call mal de ojo. So it means like when people, they live. You know, so when I got that Rihanna thing from Dre, I'm like, you want to break that down? So Dre comes up to me and says, Joe, I got this heat rock. I retired for real.
Who brought you out the first retirement?
10 years ago, I was going to retire. 10 years ago, big mansion, walls made out of gold. I was good.
Nah, gold leaf.
Am I lying?
Nah, gold leaf.
The fucking floors, people never seen floors marble like this.
Yeah, serious.
And I'm going to shit till I die. I keep trying to tell you people that. That is my goal in life. Is I'm going to enjoy myself till I'm out of here. Life is priceless. We only get to live it once. I'm going to live this thing. We're going to eat steak and lobster as much as we want.
Tonight, too.
I work out in the daytime one, and then I eat me some steak and lobster. But that's not the point. 10 years ago, I retired. Dre came, he told me some bullshit. Yo, Joe, who was it? Not Patti LaBelle. Tina Turner. She retired. She had her first real hit record solo when she was 48 or something. And he just gassed me. And so, and then we made all that Chris Brown shit all the way up. So all the so excited. All that shit you've been hearing, right? And so I retire again. We did Family Ties. COVID kind of like fucked up our movement because we couldn't really shoot videos because we was inside. So we couldn't really promote Family Ties, which I feel it was a classic album.
It's a classic.
So I retire. Dre calls me again. Yo, Joe, you can't believe it. Oh my God, if you hear this shit I cooked up for you. I'm like, yo, Dre, I'm chilling. I'm over here
Bahamas.
with Khaled playing footsies in the Bahamas, minding our business on our 10th vacation. And he says, yo, I got you. And so he sends me to Jordan. And I'm like, holy shit. And shout out to the UK on the check. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And so, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought maybe I wouldn't get the permission for Rihanna. I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to get that because Rihanna just doesn't do that. I don't know if y'all know that. So a million artists other than maybe a Jay-Z could have tried to get that cleared, would have never got that cleared. And I didn't think I could get that cleared. So I didn't even hype myself up. I did the song. I did the lyrics, hit lyrics to make you feel good. And we were so down and out with the COVID that OG Juan said, that's right, you right. Nobody would have cleared that shit but Hove.
Oh, that's real talk.
No, that's real talk. So I went and I sent it in. I didn't even tell my Rock Nation team. I didn't tell nobody. I just stood quiet and I said, let me see what happens. And so it gets right back to me real quick. It says, Rihanna says she loves you. She wants you to have these vocals. At that point, the very next day, we shot the video. Kyle was like, oh, no, we shooting the video. It's over. Let's go. And so we shot the video. And thanks to you guys, it's exploded. But that's the soundtrack for the Big Big Show. And that's the first single. I got other rockets. I got rockets. And so, yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's what they said. Rihanna says she loved me. What do you want me to say? I can't make this shit up. I tell you all the time I don't lie. Like, that's what she said. And Luther Vandross people don't clear. And they said, who's it for? And my guy who clears my sample said, well, it's for Fat Joe. So, well, wait a minute. Maybe this could work. We love Fat Joe. And if you guys know how big of a fan I am of Luther Vandross, unbelievable. It's an honor. Like, I just feel like God just keeps blessing me and just like, you know, my last hit was with Anuel and Cardi B, and it was this man back here. I know you don't know who he is unless you're Latino. That's Hector Lavoe. If you've seen the movie Cantante, he's the #1 salsero ever. He's a legend, an idol of mine. Obviously, he's the only art I got at my house. And so I flipped his song, Awanile, and did it with Cardi B and Anuel. And it's just ironic how we got Luther. And so it's #1 most added rhythmic. Shout out to 50 Cent, came in second. And I love his song. In fact, his song was my favorite song out till I dropped mine. And I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky, but it was. And here's the man. Here's the man, not the myth. This is the biggest show in the land. Old man Ebro.
Peace. Peace.
And you got your official death row background. You looking like you Suge Knight on the cover of Vibe. Look at this thing. Yo, come here, Yo Jay. Yo Jay, you gotta look at Ebro. Yo Jay. Yo, he got his death row shit set up. Look, his menacing look. Look. His menacing look. I want paisley for you, Ebro. I want silk shit for you, man.
Yeah, man.
He coming all tough. He ready for war.
Nah, this is my same setup. I'm using the same setup I use on Hot or Apple. It's the same. It's the same drop.
Yo, let them know, Ebro, Apple. Let them know all that.
Apple, you've been a boss. You've been a boss. There's nothing we can say about that. You've been a boss. It's no question.
Nah, I'm not humble bragging. I'm just saying I'm doing the same thing. The shit,
No,
this the same hat I wear every day.
You've been such a boss. That's part of my problem with you. It's that you've been such a boss. And so, let's have a little fun right now. Well,
First of all, thank you for having me and opening this. You know, I'm happy to be here.
Your way on. So,
well, I got sent a clip of you saying we had an issue and you wanted to hurt me. So then I had called Khaled the other day because I literally sometimes just FaceTime Khaled out the blue. And I do this. There's a few rappers I do it to just to see if they pick up, just so we can have some, just not in the game, just having fun. And Khaled was in the middle of the massage. Khaled was in the middle. He was first. Let's just talk about it, just so everybody know. The Khaled y'all know and see all the time. Don't think he's doing that for the gram. That's Khaled.
Yo, Ebro, you call him. You call him out of the blue, and he got a lady standing on his back, massaging him. I'm like, yo, Ebro, she got her foot in his ass right now.
Yo, straight up.
Like, yo, this is amazing.
Yo, and I just all I called to ask him was, and real talk, I didn't know y'all was there. I called to ask him because I check on Khaled on the love, because Khaled comes from where the radio guys come from. You know what I'm saying? He a DJ. He come from us. And we've all rallied.
That's how we broke him. Let me tell you a strategy I used for Khaled.
Yeah.
The strategy I used for Khaled, and he's my brother, and he gets upset when I say this sometimes, but I discovered DJ Khaled. We all know that. Yeah. And part of the strategy we used for him to blow him up was to individually call damn near every DJ in America and get with them and tell them, look, Khaled is representing y'all. And Khaled's going to open doors for y'all.
Yeah.
And they supported him and never looked back. And he's never forgot the DJs. And even when Envy was doing the giveaway to the DJs, he was the first to donate $50,000 to the DJs. And so that's how we broke. That was our strategy for DJ Khaled to begin with. That he comes from radio like you. Yeah. He's really like you. And somebody like him or Ludacris blew up before him.
Yeah.
At a radio, and we used to have fun.
And I just hit him. I hit him like, yo, Khaled, real talk. How much? Don't tell me the amount, but are Assad's grandkids taken care of? Like, did you make that kind of money in the last 5 years? Because it's, we did an interview. Remember when Khaled was reworking his deal and he went independent in that album? We had done that interview, and it went crazy with the congratulations, you played yourself, and he had his red jacket on, and that video.
No, that interview was one of your most legendary interviews. That's when Khaled went bad.
Yeah.
No, he went bad on that interview. I always, every single day on Instagram, I see a different clip from that interview.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to know, like, I get happy when I see cats, really living. So I just called on that type of shit. And you just happen to be there.
Let me tell you what I could tell you is I don't know his bank account information.
Yeah.
But I could tell you it doesn't seem like he has any money problems whatsoever. And then he forces me because I'm not as rich as Khaled. Let's be clear.
Right.
At all. But he forced, if we go to a restaurant, it's $2,000 dinner for no reason. Me and you could go for $200-300 in that same spot. Yeah. Because I'm treating in this Khaled, it's 7 lobsters, 6 steaks. I don't know what the fuck. We can't even eat this shit. Sometimes we eat it, and I'm like, I got a front for this guy. Like, I can't. And
you gotta let him know. You gotta let him know I'm Skinny Joe now. You gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look to maintain now. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to tell him that. I've been trying to tell him, my obsession, I love food, but I'm not really in love with food no more.
Right.
So, like, I eat what I like to eat. I work out every day, and I try my best to, Khaled still love food. He's still,
Yeah.
yo, let's talk. Bring the
Oh.
food out. Yesterday, Steve Stout came up in his house. I don't know how the hell he got past the COVID people, right? Because Cali got a team. They test everybody walk in his house.
Yeah.
Right? And even if you test great, he still got a problem with you. You got to stand far from him.
Yeah.
And so Steve Stout made it in there. It was Thanksgiving again. Lobsters and this and this. And, you know, he likes that.
Well, you know, Stout, I ain't gonna put all his business out, but he told me he went to an island somewhere. They don't even let you on the island without, so he been stationary on an island. Stout, I think the whole COVID on an island you can't even get to. You know, Stout
is extremely rich.
He got another thing. He another thing.
No. He's another thing. And he just, these white people love him.
I mean, you know, he's had a lot of success on their behalf. So guess what? It's time. You know what I'm saying? It's time.
Now he get what he want. And I respect him very, very much. Yo, Ebro, you grew up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I was born in Berkeley, raised in Oakland and Sacramento, Northern Cali.
What was raised? At what age did they ship you over to New York?
Oh, I didn't get to New York until 2002, 2001, 2002.
So you went from the Bay Area somewhere else?
Yeah, I went to Oregon. I was in Oregon from 99 and 2000, 2001 in Portland.
I love Portland as well.
I had started a radio station in 97, 98. I turned on my first radio station in 97, 98, and Sacramento was the first hip-hop station there. And then I helped turn on another radio station in Portland, Oregon, that the owner of the Trailblazers, Paul Allen, he was a founder of Microsoft, he had bought some radio stations. And one of the stations, he just bought radio because he wanted to broadcast his Seahawks games and his Trailblazers games. But Rasheed Wallace wanted to do a radio show. So Paul Allen took the FM station and put on a hip hop station just so Rasheed Wallace could have a radio show.
A radio show, that's
and then they brought me in and some other people in to design the station.
So how do you all the way to fucking Portland, Oregon, which I think is one of the most beautiful states in America. Shout out my brother Reggie, everybody out there, Nike, out there in Portland. But you all the way over there, how do you get tapped to come to New York City?
Tracy
found you in Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, they was offering me the job. She offered me the job.
No, but hold up. There's Virginia, there's LA, there's this. How did they find Ebro in Portland, Oregon? Like, what the fuck was you doing to make them go all the way over there and say you the illest?
I had a special skill because I was on air from 1990. So I was DJing and cracking the mic and programming radio. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing several disciplines in the game in the 90s, and then had managed my own staff and knew how to manage staff and program. And, she her and, Judy Ellis, who else? Tracy Clardy, Judy Ellis, Steve Smith, they was all on board, to bring me over. And, I wasn't all the way into it.
What's that like for you? I mean, similar, the Bay Area, similar to New York. But what's that like? You come to New York. At that time, it's home of hip hop. It's the #1 radio station in America. Mobb Deep, rapping with razor blades in their mouth. Wu-Tang. Like, what the fuck was that like coming from Portland, Oregon to New York City to deal with guys like Fat Joe the Gangster and these like?
I was, as you know, because you've traveled around, it's hoods everywhere. It's gangsters everywhere. So, it ain't, it's the same mentality, just different dialects and dress. And, you know what I'm saying? The hood is the hood. People going to kill you and rob you and do whatever they're going to try to do to you anywhere. The hood streets going to eat. So, I wasn't too much worried about that because I'm a straightforward guy. I'm honest. I keep my word. And if I, if I don't like something, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I like something. I've never been, that's why I never really had problems because I tell people straight up. So, and I wasn't coming here to be the boss. I was coming here to help. You know what I'm saying? I was hired to support and help Angie and help Flex and help Tracy and help, You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about me. You know what I'm saying? It was about me doing the job that, I was here to do.
Now, on
So,
the
I
other
wasn't
end,
too
all the
worried about
killers in New York City was like, how the fuck this guy coming from the West Coast
it.
running the radio? And you know, with the thing with hip hop is that in basketball, they got to go to college.
Yeah.
In football, they had to go to nice schools to be. In hip hop, you don't need a high school diploma. You just need to be talented. And most of them got homeboy management and entourages. And these guys don't understand politics and all that. And so they was like really in their feelings when a guy named Ebro said, yo, I ain't feeling your record, or I can't play the record. And the type of shit I was hearing was out of this world.
That's right.
And so you know what happened to me? I'm going to tell you what might have saved you, right? No, I'm going to tell you. When I first went, Flojo's my first single. This is a Joker moment, guys. Flojo's my first single. I had a show when Hot 97 did it in Lehman College. And when I got there, it was #1 in the country, Flojo. #1 on Hot 97. When I got there in the Bronx, I had like 30, 40 guys with me. Some guy that worked for Tracy was at the door telling me I can't bring my people in. Now, this is Fat Joe. I'm still in the street. I don't know a thing about politics. Long story short, I body slammed him and walked inside. Rappers who are watching, this is mistake 101 for a lifetime, right? I don't know politics or nothing.
Yeah.
I walk inside, I do my show, yo, everybody here to see Fat Joe, the Bronx phenomenon. And for a couple of years after that, I couldn't really get my record played on Hot 97 full rotation because I had offended the Hot 97 for doing that. And I had learned my lesson. So I went to a million dinners with Tracy, begging her to play my shit. I begged the guy who I body slammed, I forgot his name, I don't even want to say his name, 100 times to forgive me. And eventually, like 4 years later, they said, all right, we'll forgive you. Everybody loves you. You know, and so artists don't really, so I knew that. So when people would be like, y'all want to hurt this nigga Ebro, I'd be like, yo, you don't want to do that. Because they'll never play your shit again.
Yeah.
And something that's scary about radio is you guys are always competition, but the truth is y'all really together. And so I'm gonna tell you
because we all in the same industry.
You're all in, but you're all together, all competition, everything. So hence, where was you at when Wu-Tang dissed Hot 97 on the stage?
Shit, what year was that? I'd have to know by the year.
Oh, I was there. And so they ran out of time and they started saying, we popped your cherry. You know, they wouldn't get off the stage.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy.
Steve Rifkin wanted to die. I was standing in the crowd with Steve. He knew it was over. And so Wu-Tang, every album they put out was going 4 million, 5 million, every single one of them. And because they threatened Hot 97, which is really wrong. Like, they didn't know, but whatever. If you watch the Wu-Tang documentaries and everything, they say their whole career was over at that point because not just Hot 97, every radio station in the country, your competition, stopped playing Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah. Well, and also too, you know, New York was their base. So if the base wasn't, you know, there for them, then it was hard for other markets to pick up on the wave. You know, a lot of artists look past that moment, you know, and how important their local base is. You know what I mean? No matter where you go, and you know this, like, as an artist, like, and fortunately for you, you got two bases. You got Miami and you got New York. You know what I mean? But you make sure that when you come with your record, you go straight to home base, start from home base every time. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And if you know, look, man, you know.
Yeah, but what are you saying at this time? Because you got to understand, at that time, you had no competition. You basically, Hot 97, I don't want to say you single-handedly, but even Angie came up there in that minute. You had a monopoly. Y'all pretty much was the Wizard of Oz. Y'all
Yeah,
could do
but you know,
whatever the fuck
that's
y'all
not
went out
my,
there.
that wasn't my era though. That wasn't my era. I didn't come until 02, 03. That's
So
not
you
my
wasn't
era.
there when the situation happened with
Nah.
Wu-Tang?
I wasn't there.
Oh, so that's before you.
Yeah, that's before my time.
So what happened when Nas went bad on Hot 97 and said
That
he flipped the switch?
Yeah, that was a nasty, that was 2002.
Now this is Nas, Illmatic, Mr. Queens, Mr.
Yeah,
New
nah, it
York.
was a bad,
He
it was
goes
bad,
bad
it
on
was
Hot
bad.
97. What is Ebro saying behind the scenes at that time?
Well,
right
I was in the process of being hired, so that's summer 2002.
So you still wasn't there for the Nas shit either?
I was there the next year, 2003, when we brought Nas out and put him on the throne at Summer Jam. That was the first time. In 2003 was my first Summer Jam when we took over Giant Stadium for the first time. And that was when it was either 03 or 04 where we brought Nas back out and tightened things back up. That was the Made You Look remix. Remember when we shot the video, it was the Hot 97 Made You Look remix video. We was ironing things up and fixing it up. Because, you know, truth is, yeah, I think, you know, when he went down the block, you know, I think it was on, who was he on the air with? I don't remember, but, you know, that hurt. It hurts. It hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That was a major.
Yeah, but that's competition.
That was a dark day in New York City, huh?
I mean, it hurts. It hurts, but you don't put the greats to sleep that easy. So you know, we still here, and all the people, a lot of the people, whether it's Angie, whether it's Flex, Enough, you know, Camilo, you know, a lot of people that are great at their craft are still here, and that brand is still here. As much as people have tried to put Hot 97 to sleep, how many different times? You know what I'm saying? We still having this conversation today. Everybody in the world know what that logo is. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Heritage Station.
Yes, and even deeper than that, I think it focuses on New York and the local community as much as possible. And I think that goes back to what I was saying about home base. You know, and really being true to your base.
Yeah, we can't. You can't deny that Hot 97 is a staple Hall of Fame. It's a landmark in New York City in itself.
Yeah, but competition is real. Competition is real.
So what you feeling like? Okay, because this is another joker moment. Because you know, what you feeling like when they plucking away at Hot 97? They go get Angie.
Yeah.
They go get Envy. They go get Clue. Did they ever approach you to go over to Power?
Well, long before I got here, you know, I know a lot of people over there. So I had made it known in the industry that I would never work for. Well, at the time, it was Clear Channel. But it was kind of known that I wasn't interested in that working for that company.
So you was never approached like, yo, Ebro, we got a slot for you over here.
There was conversations that happened, you know, would you be interested? And when your contract is up, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I made it clear that's not for me. I'm not interested in that.
Well, you know, down here in Miami, I was approached with $1 million for Khaled to leave 99 Jams.
Yeah, I heard.
He didn't take it.
Because, and you know, and I'm sure he explained to you why. Because it's the long game. You know what I'm saying? It's about being, it's not, money's not the motivation for everybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about joy and happiness and being a part of legacy and being a part of culture. And that'll lead, you know, when you're, look, it's cliche. When they say you having fun, you know what I'm saying? When you're having fun doing what you love, you're never really working for the rest of your life and all that. That's real shit in this game. You know what I'm saying? And when you work at a place that believes in you, you know what I mean? And what you represent and gives you the room to do that, you know, you don't want to give up that space to just go chase a bag. Some people do, though. I wasn't interested.
How do they allow you to do Hot 97 and Apple Beats?
Well, I'm technically I'm an executive over at Apple, so I'm the global head of hip hop and R&B. I'm talent over there too, and I also do the morning.
I always say Ebro got butt naked pictures of everybody. Yeah, I don't know how you become the president and everything, but yeah, Ebro, Yeah, Ebro. So how do you get? Oh shit, Hot97 is in the
Yeah, what's
in the
up,
notes.
team?
All we need is
Yeah.
power in the notes. We need them to battle on the fucking comments.
Yo, man.
And
You want to see it? You want to see it?
nah, you know when you come up on here, cause all right. So how do you get to run Apple Beats? Let me stay on my focus.
I'm just overseeing the team that does the hip hop and R&B side, not the whole. I'm not over the whole thing by any far stretch. But I've known the team at Beats Music before it was bought by Apple Music, and then when they wanted to start doing radio, look, I've done radio for a long time, so whether it's on the air or behind the scenes, I can help people, put together programs, manage things, build things, help their team get better. That's what I do that's my real, what I really do. And so it was the same thing. They started, Apple has a free radio station inside the app. So when you go on your app on your phone, you click on radio and you can listen to free radio. So I was just a part of that, me, Zane Lowe, and, other people behind the scenes, shout to the whole team.
And so I never programmed a station, but for many years, I don't do it as much. But for many years, I kept my ears to the ground to hear whatever the new artist was. Like I knew 50 Cent before he blew up. I knew everybody before. I was one of those that always knew who the next one. Who's the next one? Who's
the next artist right now? I mean, look, in New York, man, I mean, that kid CJ got a thing. That Whoopty record, yo, listen.
He's been on the show.
Listen, that guy got a thing. I heard he's
that Whoopty, and he seems well grounded.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, the team behind him, people we know, you know what I'm saying? Like that could actually, navigate him. It's not just, the homeboy network. It's people with real, just shout to James Cruz. He's been in the game a long time. So I think they can help the boy grow and navigate.
Legend in the game. Shout out to Nori. Nori said Zane Lowe got him thrown out of Apple Music. Is this a fact?
Oh, I never heard of that. When did that happen, Nori?
He says he's banned from Apple Music because of Zane Lowe.
Get the fuck out. He lying. Get the fuck up.
Your man. Yo, Nori comes on here and harasses my guests.
Yeah, I know, because I owe Nori a visit, and Nori been asking me, but we just never linked up. So he probably in here trying to stir up shit because I owe him a visit.
Yeah, because you know what I say to Nori, when I say to my guests who say that, I say when you on here, it's like you on Drink Champs. Nori and Fat Joe are one.
Y'all got beef. Y'all got beef.
No, we ain't got no beef.
Y'all got platform beef. Y'all, you know what I mean?
No, we don't. I sit here and I watch Drink Champs all night. This is my brother. I love him.
Of course. I love him to death.
I don't care. I'm rich.
He in your comments.
I ain't got no problems with him. I'm good.
Nori in your comments trying to fuck up your shit right now. You better check.
No, he fucking with you.
Oh, nah, he ain't talking to me.
And he want to play you in handball. Yo, let me ask you something. Hold on. Yo, listen, Ebro.
Yeah.
I got a bike. I ride bike. But you definitely wear the tights and the helmet.
Yeah, I go hard. I go hard. Yo, you catch me on that cycle, I have the spandex on, the helmet.
Yo, what the fuck? You got the helmet and everything.
Hey, we be hitting 60 miles at 20 miles an hour. If you was doing that shit too, you would have the right gear on. Nah, you ain't hanging with me, bro.
I got an e-bike. I go hard.
Nah, bro. This ain't that. This ain't that.
So you saying you could beat me in a bike ride?
Fat Joe, come on, bro.
No, I'm telling y'all, you crazy, yo.
Listen, man.
That's what happened to Khaled with the basketball game.
Yo, listen, man.
That's what happened to Nori with the handball game.
Yo,
Nori dragged me. I beat him in handball.
Joe, real talk, man. I'm a nice guy. That's why I never really had any problems, because I'm a nice dude, man. I ain't running around with no security. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to stun on nobody. I'm just a nice, regular dude trying to help people get money, man. That's it, man.
Yo, Ebro, let me ask you something. Do you consider yourself a hip-hop journalist or shop jock?
I consider myself...
what's wrong with you, Jay? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I consider that's my guy.
I know.
Yo, me and Dre be chopping it up on the text, man. Like, that's my guy.
Yes, sir.
I know. So, do you consider yourself a hip hop journalist or a shock jock?
I'm a radio media guy, and I'm a hip hop fan. And then out of that is born.
Yeah, but no, because
I'm definitely not a shock jock. Definitely not.
Yeah, but you
Definitely not.
You definitely pull out some things when your artists go up there to you. Not just you, it wouldn't be fair to just say you, but pretty much most of hip hop. On here, we celebrate everybody.
I wouldn't say that people think I'm malicious or trying to set them up. I've seen
you.
I've gone bad. I went bad.
Kodak Black.
I went bad, but he went bad first. And now, Joe, you know me, like you said, cats that had their problems with me. But I ain't no sucker, bro. You ain't just gonna talk to me any old type of way. Like, I may not be no gangster, but now I could do what I gotta do. You ain't just about to come in my
Ebro,
room
you gotta
and
stop.
get loose.
Kodak Black just came home from jail. Don't do that. Leave the man alone, man.
Yo,
never come to Florida.
Yo, listen.
Leave him alone or never come to Florida. Trust me.
Listen.
If you want advice from me, don't skip Fort Lauderdale. Don't land there.
Don't land there.
No!
Look, yo, when you go back, I was trying to help him out. He got tight and started talking to my team crazy. He got tight, started talking to my team crazy. I was trying to help him out. Go watch it. I said to him, yo, when you get done with everything you dealing with, because I know you take this stuff seriously too, like we do here. Let's talk about it. I was hoping he would say, absolutely. This is a serious thing that I take very serious, right? Which would then show the world like, yo, the guy is being a stand-up guy about everything that's going on with him. But instead, he tightened up. And then
because he felt like he don't got to tell you everything.
I didn't ask him no question. I didn't ask him a question. I didn't ask him what happened.
Okay, what happens is you guys think that everybody got to just answer whatever the questions is.
It wasn't a question, Joe. It was an invitation to later on discuss if you feel like it. It wasn't no question. But now you're not just about to cuss at the girl. You're not about to just cuss at Laura Styles and you're about to just get the fuck out of here with that. Hell no.
You better stop talking like that, man. It get crazy for a lot of that. I'm telling you.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Don't go there.
I'm sure it does, sir. I'm sure it does.
You got to believe it. Listen, let's go positive vibes, right? Let's go positive vibes. Today, I was surfing Instagram, and I saw Yo Gotti give an artist about $1 million in cash. I never seen no shit like this. Do you know the name of the artist, straight? You didn't see this, Ebro?
No, I didn't see it.
You don't know the name of the artist, right? This motherfucker must be. I was waiting for you to say him. Because, I mean, when I asked you who's the new hottest motherfucker, it got to be the guy that Yo Gotti gave $1 million cash to today.
Yo, these guys be streaming. They doing numbers out here. They doing numbers. I don't know. Yo Gotti does have a new artist. But I don't be knowing who artists are signed to. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't really pay attention to who signed to who. I look at the numbers and what the audience is responding to. So I'm not even really most of the time paying attention to who signed to who, what's on whose label. I don't look at that shit. I listen to the DJs. I talk to the guys that are on the front lines and say, yo, what you seeing, what you hearing. I look at social media, see what people talking about. I don't really, like a lot of label guys, I'm cool with them, but they don't
His name is
me.
EST. Damn, EST.
Oh, EST.
Yeah, EST.
No, that was DST, the unusual fellow.
DST
3 times dope.
Philly. No disrespect.
Yeah, that was 3 times dope. EST.
3 times dope.
Oh, EST, ain't he from Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Yeah, yo, he's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yo Gotti just gave him $1 million cash on Instagram.
Yo, EST is fire, bro. I think he's on the Bros album. What's the kid? The Tyler Herro song. Man, I like that kid too. Oh, Jack Harlow. That's the first time I heard him on Jack Harlow's album. Jack Harlow put me on to him.
And this
EST's
guy
fire.
EST, I never seen nothing like this. Like with I never in hip hop.
Yeah, somebody just added him. ESTG.
Yeah, ain't no, I never seen nothing like that in my life. Yo, guy,
Listen, that guy's fire.
that guy gotta be the best. Like, yo, I'm telling you, like, yo, I seen it with my own eyes. Yo, Gotti gave him that.
Yo, these guys is doing numbers on these streams, man. They doing their thing on these streams out here, man. They building fan bases and they doing their thing.
And you always been ahead of the curve, so you made that move around time. Because this is the problem with radio, right?
Yeah.
Radio, and respect to radio, of course, man, they understand, but we talking, Dre wants me to be political, and that's fucking up my interview, right? And
tell Dre, we'll talk about politics another time.
Yeah, because you know I got the #1 most added record to today in just 3 days.
Celebration. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be on your way on this moment. Yo, because let's talk. Yo, listen. Remember that day? Giant Stadium. Fat Joe was mad at me. Fat Joe was super mad. Like, why I don't have my own set? This lean back is ringing off out here. I was like, Joe, trust me when I tell you, when you bust out on this stage, the thing is going to split the fuck open. Nah, Ebro, fuck that. I deserve my own. I said, Joe, just work with me. I think it was Lil Jon brought you out.
That's right.
The whole fucking building lost their goddamn mind. And I don't even know, I don't even know if you knew that everybody already knew the dance.
Nah, it was only like a week old. The song was a week old.
Yeah. When everybody's the whole
that was like a moment, you know, and I also say when Remy brought out Cardi B to Summer Jam,
whoa.
That was the big moment. That was when we knew, like, oh shit, this girl's for real, for real.
For real.
She ain't just Sue's Rendezvous or Little Lounge Hot.
Yeah.
She rocked the stadium. And so that night was big for me because I remember looking back and I seen Kanye West peeking out the back like he had a shock face. Like, oh,
because you know what else happened that year? That was the year that first beats, the first verses in history took place. That was the Swizz Beatz Kanye battle. Y'all could Google it. People took video from the stands. Swizz Beatz and Kanye West battling. Legend.
So you're claiming a percent of verses. 1%.
Absolutely not. No. We just provide the platform for people to be amazing, brother. That's it.
You know, Dr. Fauci said July 4th we're gonna have barbecues, no mask.
We outside?
Barbecues, no mask on.
Joe, where's the first thing you're doing? What is the first thing you're doing?
Me?
First.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Pre-promoted, not like a pop-up, not like
I'm gonna tell you the truth. What Fat Joe loves is an incredible birthday party, and last year I got robbed. I mean, we was in Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
We had the big mansion on the beach and all that, and we did it virally. But every birthday I like to, you know, I want to get Lisa. I want to get Bobby Brown. I want to get Guy. I like to spend money on my birthday.
BBD. You gotta get BBD.
BBD. Like
what?
Disrespectful shit jumping off in there. You know, Fat Joe, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing I'm thinking about. And when Fauci said July 4th is cookout, no mask, I'm thinking August 19th, it all goes down.
I don't know. I didn't see this, ladies and gentlemen. What Joe's saying about Fauci saying,
I didn't see it. CNN. It's a fact.
I think it's gonna be July 4th with a mask. I don't think we're gonna be no mask yet.
Nah, Fauci said no mask.
No, I ain't buying it.
Joe Biden just bought 200 million vaccines.
Said 300 million people will be vaccinated.
300 million people will be vaccinated by then.
I gotta see it, man.
By fall, he said.
I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it.
This guy.
What do you think about the vaccine? Because you look like you vegan and you juicing and shit, riding your bike.
I'm 50.
What do you think?
I'm 50-50 on the vax, man. I've done a lot of reading. I've interviewed Fauci a couple of times. This lady, y'all should follow. Her name is Dr. Kizzy, PhD. She's 34 years old, black woman. She was one of the leaders on figuring out this vaccine. A lot of people think that the vaccine was rushed. The vaccine wasn't rushed. The approval was sped up. They've been working on this vaccine, I think, for like 5 years. So remember SARS? Remember the SARS shit and MERS?
SARS-19, yep.
It's the same. They've been working on this identifying approach. So the way it's explained to me from them is they have identified a piece of protein in the virus's DNA. And so they're not giving you a live virus when they give you the vax. Like, you know, when you get measles and all that, they giving you, or when you get the flu vaccine and all that, they're giving you a little piece of the virus. This ain't that. They're giving you a protein so your immune system can now beat that protein, learn that protein. So if you come in contact with the virus, your body already knows what it is and it doesn't freak your body out and your body can beat it. So they're giving you that to teach your body how to beat it. They're not giving you the live virus. So, you know, I'm 50-50 on it, you know, like everybody else. Like, you know, I feel like if they could guarantee me that if I took the virus, I couldn't give the virus to someone else, or if I took the vaccine, I couldn't give it to somebody, I think I would probably be more open to it, right? To protect my family and friends.
Yeah, I'm taking the vaccine. I took my mother and father to take the vaccine already.
That's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
And I'm gonna take it too.
That's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. My brother just got he had the tracheotomy. You know, he had the ventilator. He just got his throat sewn back closed. He just started talking and walking again.
From COVID?
You know, from COVID. He's been in the hospital since the end of October. You know, and he gonna take the vaccine. You know, so if you got older people in your family, you know what I'm saying? If they over 65, 70, y'all need to be having conversations about this vaccine in a real way for sure. And anybody else out there, yeah, facts.
I took my mother and father first thing.
And by the way, anybody popping that shit, you've been vaccinated since you was a kid, bro. Like everybody be popping that shit, bro. You've been vaccinated. Measles, mumps, rubella, you done got polio, you done got all type of shit. Yo, and by the way, here go the other piece. I just took vaccines because I go to Africa. To go to Ghana, you have to take a yellow fever vaccine. You can't even get in the country without the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, like
First
I said,
time I went to Africa, they gave me a bunch of needles.
Yeah. You
Not just one.
Hepatitis, fucking all bunch of shit.
And I went back to Africa 100 times without taking them fucking needles. Like, that was just the first time. After that, I was like, fuck that. I'm going to Africa. I never got, let me ask you something. Coming from, you know, our era of hip-hop, can you truly enjoy new music, young?
There's some things, like we was just saying, that do EST, man. There's cats out here that
Shout out
really...
to CJ there, because I'm going to tell you personally, I love some of the young guys, but whenever I see a guy my age on Instagram bumping some extra young shit, I be like, yo, this guy's front. He trying to act like he knows what it is.
Now, Lil Baby is fire, bro.
No, Lil Baby's
fire.
Super fire.
Don't play around.
No.
There's
Lil Baby, Da Baby.
The Baby's fire too.
Super fire, but Lil Baby, that boy, to me, he my favorite young rapper in the game. No disrespect, but he took the, for years I kept saying Kendrick and J. Cole. I gotta hear a new Kendrick project. But that Lil Baby.
Nah, they different. They different. They're not even in the same convo. That's not the same conversation. That's not the same conversation. You can't just put all rappers in a rapper bucket. Like, nah, you can't do that.
No, but Lil Baby in the rapper bucket.
No, he is. No, but he got his own style and his own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He not doing what they doing, which makes it even more remarkable. You know what I'm saying? Cole not doing what Kendrick doing. Kendrick not doing what Lil Baby doing. Like, there's cats out here that's dead nice.
So let me ask you something, Ebro. When you came to Hot 97, Mobb Deep, Nas, Jay-Z, Heavy Rockefeller, Memphis Bleak, and now you're in your car and you telling me when you're alone and nobody's looking at you, you're bumping the new hip-hop.
It depends. Not all of it. Nah, not all of it. All of it ain't for me, man. I'm 40. I'll be 46 in March. It ain't for me, bro. Some of that shit come on, I'm like, nah. I mean, but you know, I get it because it's not for me. It's not for me. But now, what you know how I get, Joe. You know, motherfuckers be talking that shit like they nice as Hove or Big, or they nice at, chill out, bro. Because I'll put on one of them motherfuckers right now, and your music you making right now does not sound better, and you don't rap better. That's what makes a Kendrick and these young dudes so extra special. Is what they're making right now, you can play it right next to the best. KRS, Rakim, you know. And by the way, there's only a few. You know what I'm saying? In any music genre, Joe, like there's only always a few that are the preeminent. You can go to any genre.
We could take, even though she ain't new, but you could take a Jasmine Sullivan and play it right next to a Mary.
Yeah, like, forget it. It's right there. Quality, talent, execution. Joe, you're one of, and I've told you this, you know, if you ever decided you wanted to stop making records and help other people make records, you know, you have a great ear for the creation of music. You know, you can listen to a record and tell somebody that when they recorded that, they didn't really, the performance, the booth performance, it wasn't there like in the recording session. And I think that's what a lot of these young artists miss. They don't really know how to like leave all of it in the recording session.
Because I was going back to my point I was going to make that Dre was trying to stop me. Because radio, whether radio wants to believe it or not, and I respect all of radio, their audience is a little older.
Yeah, absolutely.
Streaming.
Yes. The radio knows that though. Radio knows
that. Radio PDs sometimes think they're A&Rs, right? And so they're trying to grab that young audience so bad and don't realize that the last thing my daughter, 14 years old, is doing is turning on the radio.
Fact.
She's streaming all day on her phone.
Fact.
Right? And so now they're looking for the iggity, you know what I'm saying? And that they forget what a hit sounds like when they hear a hit. They like...
Yo, one of my biggest pet peeves is radio niggas that want to tell artists what they should have done to make the song. Like, I hate that shit. And I hate when artists say, I made a song for the radio. I hate that shit. Make a song for the people. Radio's
you know the song I hate the most, and Dre's here. The song I hate the most that I did, and it went #1 in America, Hot 100 #1 was Get It Poppin'. Because we sold out. We made that record for the radio. Like, no, we really sold out. And we were right. It went #1 in America.
Yeah. Well, because it was one of those records that it was like, you know, it go like, look, as a programmer, records come out and you hear it and you're like, I mean, I get where this goes. Like, it's not, and the other thing is, remember, radio programmers, they're programming so that people don't turn off the radio, which means, think about it, the more I can not jar you while you're listening, meaning it feels familiar. Every time a song comes on, there's familiarity. It's not jarring. It doesn't require you to like think or listen or what is this, or, you know what I mean? That's what a programmer's trying to make a flow, a seamless flow, where the radio is just on, you're locked in, and it's not disturbing you. It's getting you from point A to point B on your commute. You know what I mean? It's easy. And that's like the 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But when the night DJs come on, that's where the risks take place. That's where you try new shit. The weekends is where you try new shit, and or that's why I like that. You have the midnight, the mixtape cats come on at midnight, trying new shit. And that's what that's for, because if you got the radio on later at night, you're not a 9 to 5er. You know what I'm saying? You got a different type of lifestyle, odds are, if you're up late like that. So you're more inclined to try to hear some shit that you haven't heard before. You got a little bit more patience.
Ebro, shout out Just Incredible out of LA. He's on the comments. Ebro, before I let you go, and this has been a very
You said who's in the comments?
Just Incredible out of LA.
Yo, Justin, what's up, baby? I thought you were shouting out Justin LaBoy. Hashtag respectfully.
James Cruz is in on here. The whole world's watching. And everybody and their mother's on here who won't comment. The biggest is on here. They watch our show every night. I don't know if you know, because you try to take my show lightly.
What are you talking about?
Earlier I called you. You was like, yo, what time to come on?
I didn't know you had a set time. I didn't know that. I didn't know it had a set time, Joe.
You know the big show started at 8 o'clock. This is the biggest fucking show in the game, Ebro. Listen, 10.5 months. We done had whoever you named done been on this motherfucker. We done broke so many news.
Yes, you have. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you haven't told me that yet, Ebro. Like you've been in media all these years. You haven't said, yo, Joe, not for nothing, this the big show.
Joe, not for nothing, this is one of the big shows out here.
Because I take this shit, this for real.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, but I gotta, now you in my world now, so I gotta critique you like you would critique me if I started.
I'm the best in the game, yo, Ebro. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't even care what you think or what they think, because I'm the biggest in the game.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to say.
Ebro. Yeah, Ebro, I know what I've done is impossible. It's like me, and this is respectfully and humble. I want to be very humble about this.
Clark
it's
Kent,
like
what up,
I know
baby?
what I am when I throw that monster out there right now, that song out there.
Yeah.
And guys who came out with me ain't got no front teeth, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Like, let's keep it real.
Like,
history being made as we're speaking.
Give Joe his flowers, goddammit.
And I'm saying, as a journalist, we had Bobby Brown come up on here and say he taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk. And which everyone else said they didn't agree with that right there. But I'm saying, they done came in here and said some shit.
Yeah.
Ebro, your top 5, dead or alive. We do it to everybody.
All right, top 5, dead or alive. Hove, Big, Rakim, KRS. Who else would I? Top 5. And Nas.
I figured you for a Far Side guy.
Yo, Far Side.
No, I love Far Side.
That's I know you trying to No. I know what you're trying to do. No, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do.
No.
I'm a 90s backpack kid, you know what I'm saying, from the West Coast. I know what you're trying to do.
Far Side.
The Far Side got 2 fire albums. But now they don't listen, stop. We're not doing that.
How about my miss? I got 5 on it.
Loonies is fire. Shout to Yuck Mouth.
You know I know.
Yeah, I know.
You know I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. I know you know.
Souls of mischief.
Shout to my brothers, the hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? Always hold me down. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Can't keep running away.
Fact.
Yo, at that time, you was heavy on that wave right there.
What was I?
Cause that's the Bay Area.
That's LA, California, Bay Area, but it all goes together, right? So, when I was a Tribe Called Quest kid, you know what I'm saying? De La Soul, KRS, You know, I'm coming from that school, Kane, Rakim. You know, I liked all that. You know what I'm saying? I had the Gumby flat top. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was scooping scrap. You know, I'm coming up through that. I had my beads on with my rayon printed shirts, and you know what I'm saying too. Remember the oak tree in the mall? You know, you get the 2 suits for $99.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ebro.
Yeah.
You embrace old man Ebro. You embrace maturity. You got the grays on your beard. I have a new product coming out called Rewind.
What's
and
that?
I want to give you a year subscription for free.
Nah,
where
you
we
trying to
color that
Yo,
beard
I don't
back
fuck
to
with
your
that.
natural
I
color.
don't fuck with that.
I mean, one box got Khaled on there for that jet black. One's got Tyson Beckford. One's got Fat Joe. Can we relieve ammonia-free the beard and bring you back to Ebro? Young man Ebro.
Yo, and I know, I'm going to tell you something. And when I know you getting joy out of this, and I want you to enjoy this moment, because I got that mic tomorrow morning. Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I got that mic tomorrow morning.
Yo, Ebro.
This is what I do, my nigga.
Yo,
this is what I do, my nigga.
Oh, he got you tomorrow. Yo, I'm like, yo, I'm here
this
now,
is what I
baby.
do, my nigga. I got that mic tomorrow.
Yo, Ebro, I'm here now, but I'm going to tell you something. When you ride the bike, don't wear the small helmet. Don't wear the small helmet.
Yo, you really got the jokes, big. Get them off.
Nah.
Get them off.
Because I'm gonna leave it at that because there's infamous. I'm scared to wear the helmet because I've seen other artists with the helmet on, and it's been chasing them down for 10, 20 years. That's why I can't wear the helmet.
Yeah, you know, hey, listen. When y'all ready to see me on these roads, when y'all ready to see me, you can pull up with your e-bike. I'll wear you out. How about that?
Can't do it. I'm nice with mine, man. Ebro,
pull up with the e-bike.
Nice. Yo, Ebro, I'm nice with my bike.
Shout to all my people that be up on that 9W, you know what I'm saying, in 30-degree weather, you know what I'm saying, 40-degree weather, riding all the way up to Bear Mountain. You know what I'm saying? Putting in their miles.
I've been on my elliptical because it's been a little chilly in Miami. Am I supposed to go out there in the cold?
Yes. If I'm
a real biker, I'm supposed to go out there in the cold. So what I gotta wear? Spandex to be warm?
Yeah, Joe, put your spandex on, man.
Can't do it.
Put your spandex on.
No,
man.
I'm telling you, yo, Ebro.
Now, Joe.
The helmet and the spandex, I can't do it.
Joe, the streets are saying, I just got some text. The streets are saying you was at the spot getting the beard tattooed on. We need to know.
Are you trying to joke with me?
Yeah,
I don't get
that's what they saying. What they saying. I'm not saying that. I know you.
No,
I'm just saying.
Maybe if I did the top, it would be tattooed.
Yo, do the line.
No, my line is perfect, bro. What the fuck you talking about? My shit can grow like yours.
No, I'm talking about the line. I'm talking about the line up here. Get the line up like Funk Flex got.
I don't need it like that. I'm sexy bald, Ebro. I'm not tripping off the line.
Now, Joe,
the line. I got money to do whatever I want to do.
Yo, Joe, was you proud of our brother Funk Flex when he went lipoed up on the gram? When he lipoed up?
Lipo on the gram?
Cause
Joe,
you could.
I don't have a problem. I brought Flex on here. I said, yo, I don't got a problem. It's your body. You do whatever you want to do. Women do it all the time. That's what you want to do. But did you put it on the gram to get a discount or something? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because some of these rappers, they got 6-packs and all that shit, 10-packs.
They got lipo.
They going to Colombia. They getting their body done. They getting the mommy makeover. Body tit.
They getting the mommy makeover.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad, but I'm telling you, some of these guys that we see in 10-packed up.
Yeah, no, it's not real.
They going to Colombia.
And they eating them hydroxy cut sandwiches too, taking the fucking diet pills and all that wild shit too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could show you my stomach. I lost a whole person.
Joe, you never thought about getting a lipo?
Never in my life. You know why? Because I'm scared. If I wasn't scared, I'd have did it. I swear to you, if I wasn't scared of that shit, I would have did it.
Now, Joe, y'all got to know, Joe's a very careful human being. Yo, Joe, there was how many years you didn't fly? You wouldn't fly for a long time.
Man, I ain't fly for about 15 years, bro.
Well, now, was that, you never flew because you never flew before, or something happened and you stopped?
No, I flew one time and maybe I didn't know. You know, I came from the projects. I came from being broke. I never been on a plane before. I went on a plane. Something that me and you might call a bad experience now was like life and death.
Yeah, it was the end of the world.
Kept going around New York like this. I went to Puerto Rico one time. Came back. That shit was going around for like 2 hours in LaGuardia and couldn't land and went back. But that happened to me since I've been flying 100 times already.
Right.
But many years ago, to me, it was like, God, please. And when I got off the plane, I kissed the floor, the concrete, said I'll never fly again. And so thank God I was able to face my fears and start flying. And I'm still scared every time I get on the plane, but I got to do it.
I mean, how much money you think you passed on not flying back in the day?
Oh, no, incredible. The whole What's Love, I wasn't flying. I was getting about 150,000 a show. #1 in the world.
Yo, Flex wouldn't fly for a while neither. Khaled too.
Khaled too. Yo, I remember Irv Gotti begging me, harassing me. Yo, go over there. They got all the money in the world for you. Go over there. And I was like, yo, I can't do it. And then when I finally flew, I was like, damn, man, I should have got to the bag.
Yup.
All right, my brother. Yo, thank you for coming on the Big Show.
Love you, Joe.
Now you can't play dumb no more like this ain't the most. You know Alicia Keys. You know Sweetie. You know Kalani.
Yo,
you know
I'm only here because you said you wanted to hurt me in front of. I'm only here. You said you wanted to hurt me in front of the world while talking to Envy. I was like, wait, what? What happened?
Yeah, Ebro, you better thank Becca's that you're walking around in human form, okay? Because Becca's has saved your life in multiple occasions. You almost made, and I'll tell you something, and it's crazy. Many years ago, but let me tell you, I'll tell you something. You almost made the white van, and let me tell you, you wouldn't have been the first guy to get in the back of that.
I heard about the white van.
Oh, yes. That collect people. That collect people. Like, that collect people. Yo. And you was on the very top of the list.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get me in trouble out here?
I just, you know, like I always told everybody, you know, I'm not one of them dudes. I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
Envy.
I don't want no problems.
Envy. I mean, Envy. Although, let me get, Ebro, let me say to you.
I'm not one of them guys. I'm a nice guy.
When you don't play somebody's record and you don't support a guy's record when he puts his life into that, they get very offended because they can't feed their kids.
Yeah.
Then Khaled jumped in to Light Is Love. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Let's stay in the light. Yo, listen, let's stay in the light. What I am going to say is, Ebro, you almost made the white van. Can you confirm that you have heard rumors of the white van?
Oh, I've heard about the white van. I've heard about the white van. I've heard about the white van.
It comes out on occasion.
But not with my name on it.
No, you never. Oh, your name.
My name wasn't on it.
Your shit was vinyl wrapped over the white van.
No.
Oh, your name was vinyl wrapped.
Stop, man.
In the white.
It was not. I'm a positive guy. You in your heart,
you wanted to smoke. I was leaving, and you trying to say, yo, Joe, say it to my face.
Yo, in your heart, you couldn't have even done that to me.
We love you, Ebro. Bring the light. The light is love. Talent, the light is love. God is love.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to more.
Be listening.
God bless you, go to your family. God bless.
I love you. Yo, send my love.
All right, I will. Erica Ford, I'm going to call you after this show. Right? I'm going to call you after this show. White Van Music. Yo, they get these guys. The internet got no chill. White Van Music. Yo, listen, let's leave the white van. We in the light. Khaled is like, you know, he's my angel, and he just popped out of nowhere. Joe Drake, he ain't saying nothing the whole show. He came out The light is love. The light is love. My brother, I love you, Khaled. It's all positive. Ebro wanted a little hype. You know what I'm saying? That he wanted that viral moment right there. We gave it to him. But this is the big show. Yesterday, I officially endorsed Isaac Wright Jr. for mayor of New York City. A man who sees the city through the same lens and scope as me and the people. This man has an amazing story. They gave him life and 72 years in prison for something he didn't do. He went to jail, became an attorney, got himself out of jail, and now he is an attorney representing the people in the same courtroom that put him in jail. The man wants to give ownership to people who live in the projects in NYCHA. Just one. You've never heard a politician say that in their whole life. What happens when you own it? My grandmother was in the projects for 60 years. She should have owned that apartment when she passed. And so I'm telling you, if you're from New York City, I put up the link yesterday, donate $1, $5, whatever. We gotta walk with the people. And so people I know, they get scared and they want to walk with who's the front runner or who's the guy who might win or who did. No, that's not it for me. For me, it's always authenticity. It's always about the people. And a guy who sees the city like I see the city. And New York City needs to bounce back with new ideas. Not the same political ideas we've been hearing forever. It's a new time. And you have to think out the box. And so I endorse Isaac Wright Jr. I ask you to look into him, learn about him, because I'm impressed, and I've never heard a story like this in my life.
Yes, leave it at the door.
Isaac Wright Jr. Now, God is love. The light is love. The big show is all about God and being faithful and staying true. And let your darkest times, your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, everything's a test. Everything's a lesson in life. God will give you a tough time just to see if you're really down for him. If you really going to believe in him. And after you go through all that, the blessings will come. This is the biggest in the game. Love you guys. I see y'all tomorrow. We got a big artist tomorrow too. Thursday, Lee Daniels, creator of Empire, the TV show, and all ton of movies. And he just made a movie, Billie Holiday, United States versus Billie Holiday, which is going to be legendary. Well, you know, we'll just keep going, guys. You know what we do. Peace, y'all. This is the biggest in the game. Put God first. Please, social distance, wear a mask, wash your hands. Peace.